But you gon' have to try again next year.
We all want something that's bigger than ourselves.
We all got our eyes set on that three-peat. Nothing will deter us from that.
And the Warriors now 4 wins away from a three-peat. And as we know, that is a rare feat. If they can, they'll be just the 6th team to do so. The last was the Lakers with Kobe and Shaq between 2000 and 2002. And if anybody is confident that Golden State can do it, it's their emotional leader, Draymond Green.
I'm excited about the challenge. You know, it's like we go on the road, we get 2 cracks to go win 1 game. If we take care of the first one, then you know, you get a free swing to go win the second one.
If you're a competitor, this is what you want. You know, you want to beat the last year's championship team or who's been getting here, and it's a challenge. So you just got to have fun with it, like I've been saying, and enjoy that you're able to play a great basketball team like this.
It's all about winning. You know, we know what we face. We know who they are. But you know, we're here to win, and that's the thing about it. Is, you know, we're not just gonna say, "Oh, we're happy to be here."
We've proven that we can win anywhere and under any situation, circumstance. So, game 1 is gonna be fun for us to try to come in with our experience and take control of the series right away.
We welcome you back inside Scotiabank Arena with the GOAT, the Hall of Famer Doris Burke, who is here for her 11th straight NBA Finals. I've been here for most, and we're getting old, Doris, but I love this. Don't stop now. Let's get right to it, starting with the defending champions. Stephen Curry scored 35 points in 4 straight games. And how about Draymond Green this postseason with 4 triple-doubles, most in Warriors franchise history? What are you seeing from both of those 2 key guys?
The relentless pressure they put on your defense, they don't give you a second to relax. So a lot of times a defender, when a player gives the basketball up, they're going to take that second to breathe for a moment. They don't have that luxury with Steph Curry. Just watch from the release of the basketball to how quickly he goes from a catch to a 3, 1.4 seconds. So there is no relaxing. This is a critical game. This is a critical moment. What does Steph do on a closeout that's overzealous by Damian Lillard? He gets enough separation and gets another 3. For Draymond Green, to me, it's what he does on the defensive end. Do you know how hard it is to close out under control, hand up in contest, hand able to get back to the basketball, and he's the guy who's going to come up with this. On the backboards, is he undersized? You bet he is. Does he lack for heart? No way. Between 2 bodies, who's the man who comes up with it? Draymond Green. And does he relax because he has the board? He sends it to Mr. Bell for a nice, easy opportunity. And then this is where really he is problematic because he's got the mind of a point guard in transition, always makes the right decision. If you're the Toronto Raptors, you've got length, you've got athleticism, and you've got speed. You're going to need every second of that and 48 minutes of focus.
Absolutely. And with Dre, by the way, all those triple-doubles, they are 29-1 when he posts one of those. I'm just saying, numbers never lie. On the other side, you've got Kawhi Leonard, who has scored 35 points 7 different times this postseason. And his defense, that's why he's a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. What are you seeing from Kawhi this time?
Arguably the best player in the world right now because Kevin Durant went out with that injury. He had that title in the playoffs early. But listen, Kawhi Leonard, when we asked Kyle Lowry, what's the key thing he brings? He said steadiness. So here is a shot under duress. The series is on the line. He is under pressure of the moment, pressure of incredible defense, and he doesn't blink. And this is his temperament. He's got this sort of placid temperament, but incredible competitive spirit. And oh, by the way, he can score at all 3 levels, Sage. He can post a mismatch. He can get out in transition. He's got incredible hands. He is willing, through not having a 100% health, to say, you know, give me the best offensive player, and I'll check him for you tonight. He's been extraordinary, and I can't wait to see what he has in the finals.
I can't wait either. And, of course, there's so much talk about his future. What's he going to do after this year? But you know what? Let's all take a deep breath and enjoy the brilliance of Kawhi Leonard, who was back here in the NBA Finals just a couple of years ago with the Spurs. Now he's north of the border, making history for this Raptors franchise. Doris Burke, Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Jackson, Mike Breen, Mark, goodness gracious.
Mike's the master, best play-by-play man in basketball.
Awesome, the best. We love him. And by the way, 9 o'clock Eastern time over on ABC. Doris with us all finals long. Serge Ibaka, one of 4 Raptors to have previously played in the NBA Finals, 2012 with the Thunder, but they lost to the Heat. Can they get it done this time against Golden State? We'll see, Kevin.
Sage, Serge walking out of the GQ shoot with that double-breasted jacket. Beautiful. Phillies looking for their first sweep of the Cardinals in 13 years, 13-5 in day games, and Marcell Ozuna says, I could care less about your stats. 16th home run of the season. Cardinals up 1-0 against Jared Eichhoff, who's kind of struggled of late in his last 3 starts. Then 2 batters later, Matt Wieters. He has 3 home runs this season, all 3 coming against the Phillies pitching. They're up 2-0 after that solo shot. Bottom of the ninth, Phillies down 5-3. Andrew McCutchen up with 2 outs. I want you to watch Dexter Fowler out and right. Foul territory here. And Fowler locked in and holding on. One more look. This ends the game. Look at the concentration off a fan's finger into Fowler's glove. He goes, I got you, man, and I got the game. The Cardinals get just their 8th win this month. 5-3, the final. They avoid the sweep.
Breaking news from the NFL. The Giants have agreed to trade Odell Beckham Jr. to the Browns.
If you're a Cleveland Brown fan, it's time to be excited right now.
Odell makes the catch, heading to the end zone for a touchdown.
Odell Beckham Jr. reunites with Jarvis Landry, his former LSU college teammate.
This team is dangerous.
The Browns have been the buzz around the NFL this offseason, but here's what's buzzing in camp. Where's Odell? The wide receiver has attended one of the 10 practice sessions so far this spring, while Freddie Kitchens has defended Beckham's decision to work out on his own. The new head coach was a man of few words today. Listen to this.
The last time Odell next week.
I just want to see him.
The last time missed out on the last 3 weeks.
A lot. The offense.
Okay, Odell's not the only guy who has missed time at voluntary camp with the Browns. NFL reporter Jeremy Fowler is with the team and joins us, but we know about Odell and how big he is. We often hear about quarterbacks and wide receivers using the offseason to get on the same page. How is Baker Mayfield handling Beckham's absence so far?
Well, Kevin, Mayfield has been forced to adapt. No OBJ, no Jarvis Landry, no problem. Mayfield ended today's session with a 50-yard laser down the sideline to Ishmael Hyman, not breaking out in as much as a fist pump afterward. And one person in the building, Kevin, told me that Mayfield, this is good for him not having his top options around because he's forced to throw to the open man, which he loves to do, and that's exactly what Coach Freddie Kitchens wants to see.
You know, he's still got to go through his progressions. He's still got to learn how to throw different receivers. He still has to learn how different receivers come in and out of routes. So he can continue to get better with his eyes and with his declarations and with his sights and his heights and his adjustments and things like that. And then throwing the guys, different type guys coming out of breaks, because even when we have all 3 or 4 guys here, we have our top 6 guys. If we have our top 6 guys, every one of those 6 is going to come out of a break differently. So it's just extra practice for that type setting.
Now that Landry and Beckham reunion from their LSU days will have to wait. Landry has an injury that should keep him out of minicamp, but I'm told he should be fine for training camp in late July. And as for Beckham, the buzz in the building is palpable, Kevin, not only because they want to see him in live action. He hasn't been around very much, but they expect a humongous year. They believe that work begins now with the mandatory sessions.
All right, we'll see how that begins. Mandatory camp begins next week for the Browns. Jeremy Fowler reporting from Ohio.
Kevin, we're just about 2.5 hours away from tip-off of Game 1 of these NBA Finals, and this is a live picture right outside the arena, Jurassic Park. Let me tell you, if you can't get a ticket, this is the place to be. Thousands lining up as their hometown Raptors get set to make history. We're back.
Still to come on SportsCenter. Countdown to the tip-off of the NBA Finals. Is Game 1 a must-win for the Raptors? Tim Legler with his prediction on tonight's outcome. Plus, PTI's Michael Wilbon standing by live from Toronto with his perspective on a developing story today between the Rockets and Mike D'Antoni. Also, can Tiger roar back from his PGA Championship letdown? First look highlights and analysis from the opening round of the Memorial. And Juwan Howard's emotional introduction at Michigan today. His former Fab Five teammate, Jalen